I gotta cut out the first few seconds. Let me get it out to, hang on.
What's up, guys?
Wait, hang on, wait. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, boys. Hey, welcome to our new show. My name is Mike. This is Mac. We're the Umbwebwe brothers. And we'd like to introduce ourselves to you first. I'm gonna let Mac go first since we already did this video once and I kind of stepped on his mojo there. So I'll let Mac take it first. Tell a little bit about what our show is gonna be about, who he is, and what we're gonna be doing. Mac! Is that the way you want to start off?
Hey, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. So first off, I wanna start out by saying my name is Khalil. Otherwise, he called me Mac. I'm born and raised in Dallas. You know,
to a poor white family.
Actually, I'm not even gonna say a poor white family, but you know, it was a poor
All right,
colored family.
We don't need to be in a
like that.
Do we need a sob story? Do we need a goddamn sob story?
First and foremost.
God, jeez. We're not here to depress the people. We don't want them to go hang themselves in the first minute.
All right, so look, we're going to redo it. All right, so you got to restart it a little bit at 120. All right, so I'm going to redo it. All right, come on. So, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? My name is Mac. This is Ugly Man Mike. You know,
We'll let you guys be the judge of this.
my name is Khalil. I'm from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? This is Mike. Served in the military. You know, he was a little, yeah.
I wasn't in the Navy. I was in the Army, not the Navy.
I said he was in the military.
Right. And you said this.
Yeah.
The hell is that crap?
You don't know what that is?
Yeah, I know what that is. I wasn't in the Navy. I was in the Army.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
You're okay. Anyways, go ahead. Before I
Go ahead. I'm done. I gotta.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me what the show's gonna be about?
You gotta introduce your ugly.
All right, so let me introduce myself. My name is Mike. Sure. I'm 60 years old. I've been around the world in the military. I served 10 years. Did all kinds of different things in the Army, war, so on and so forth. Married, kids, divorced, the whole 9 yards, all that stuff. What we're going to get into is I have a passion for talking to people about social things that are going on in America. You know, politics, religion, sports, movies. We're going to talk about all kinds of crap. We're going to get into everything. I mean, we're going to talk about stuff that makes people feel uncomfortable. We're going to talk about stuff that makes people laugh. We're just going to talk about shit that's going on. But we want to, you know, one of the things we want to let you know is that we're here in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to talk about just life in general, what's happening. You know, and the big D is where it's at. Well, maybe that's a big way. Is that
Hey, but it is facts though. It is facts though.
But I don't know. Should we say it that way though? The big. Would you like the big D? Huh?
You can.
Can I?
I don't know.
We just did.
We're gonna see.
So anyways, let's kind of jump into some stuff that's going on now. We got that war in Iran going on. So we got the war in Iran going on. We got high fuel prices. We got the midterms coming up. We've got football season coming in. Mac's a big fan of the ballet.
Ballet. Yeah, you're right. He's right. I am a fan of ballet. That's why my favorite team is the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my God, he went there. Oh, he did do that. He's a Dallas fan. I'm a Raiders. He did that because I'm a Raiders fan. That's why he did this crap. Anyways, with that being said, that's what we're gonna get into. So, you know, we're gonna brush a couple of topics right now. Just get into things. I think the first thing we're gonna talk about is let's talk about incest.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
No,
I'm ready.
We're not gonna do that.
No.
We're not doing that. No, we're not going there.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it. Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
No, I meant Iran. So we'll talk about Iran. We're not going there. We're not going to do that.
Let's do it.
But now you get a flavor for the show. You see what it's going to be like. With that being said, I've got my viewpoints on Iran. He's got his viewpoints on Iran. You know, and I want you guys to hear, you know, basically a military guy who's 60 years old, who grew up a conservative, a Republican. He didn't grow up that way. You know, were you political at all in your life? Was your family?
No.
Were they Democrat? They were Democrat, right?
Most likely, yeah. Okay. Most of them, yeah.
And you are you still that way today? You still Democrat, or you just unsure?
I'm unsure.
He's unsure. Okay.
I mean, at this point, man, you know what I'm saying? It's lies everywhere, man. That's what I be trying to preach to you. You know what I'm saying? It's too much lies going around, so that's why I'm like indecisive on who I want to pick. But
I mean, in the Iran war, I think it's a good thing because of what was going on for the 47 years where they were saying death to America. They're a sponsor of terrorism, Hamas. I think they've created a lot of problems in the Middle East that didn't necessarily need to be there because they just hated because of their religion, but the way they wanted to be. And that's just my opinion on that. And I think that was the biggest cause of the problem. And I think what Trump is doing in the Middle East is actually a good thing. I see all the Arabs supporting him on this one, but that's my viewpoint. What do you think?
I think that's bull. I
Really?
think it's bull.
Okay.
Because of the simple fact, you going after these people, okay, they've been saying death to America for 47 years. They got a slogan, death to America.
Yeah, see that? America. Death to that flag. Hell no.
They want to burn it.
Hell no. They actually do burn it too. That's the flag I served with. That's the flag, as a Christian man, I'm not going to put it above God, but this is my country. And this is what, kind of gets me, and we'll get into liberalism and all that stuff like that too. This is what gets me about Black America or any other person that comes to this country and they don't love this country. They come here, then they talk crap about the country, well then go home. You're going to talk crap about it, go home.
Hold on. Your attention span is starting to
Okay, yeah, we got to go back to Iran. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. One at a time.
One at a time, right.
All right. So,
hey, if you get bombed by a cat, just know that I have cats. So if you get bombed by one, I got Big Orange in the way. There comes Big Orange. Here comes Big Orange. I'm going to get rid of this is my cat, Big Orange. I just rescued him. His name is Reeb. Let me throw him out of the picture. Go on, Big Orange. So go away, Big Orange. So anyways,
yeah, he
go
likes
ahead.
to argue.
He does, he's a talker. He's a great cat. Anyways, go ahead with Iran.
But as I was saying with Iran, I don't really think that in a way I kind of feel like we don't even need to be over there. And the only reason why I feel like that is because that's the other side of the world. Like they feel how they feel, and now we're over there because they got a slogan and they want to get nukes.
I think that's a big deal getting nukes, don't you think? Especially since they hate us.
I do.
I mean, so don't you think we should be there because they want to get nukes?
But then, if that's the case, then doesn't North Korea want to get?
Yeah,
nukes?
but North Korea, they don't want to. They're although they posture, but they're not. These guys are religious fanatics. The North Korean guy, he may be crazy, but he's not nuts. He's not suicidal. These guys are willing to they're willing to do suicide bombing. Dirty bomb. What about a dirty nuke? Blowing it up, a dirty nuke in New York City, things like that. This is the part that bothers me about them having that stuff. Being able to enrich Ukrainians. So with that being said, this is why I want to get rid of that stuff because they just don't, they don't like us and they want to get rid of us. And and it has nothing to do with Israel. Although I'm a Christian guy and I support Israel, I'm going to support America first. And with them having the ability, not only to just bring nukes in this country, what about having the ability to use nukes to control the oil that's coming out of the Strait of Hormuz? Being able to basically hold the world hostage by oil.
Do we get oil from the Strait?
Yes.
How much?
All of the world's oil comes from that because it goes into a collective pool.
So how much do we get from it?
All of it. We actually have to ship our oil into some sort of, I would say, oil stock market, wherever that is located in the OPEC areas. OPEC is. We'll get into that one later. I'll have to, educate you on OPEC because that's an oil mafia, and it's starting to break up. That's why I like Trump is because he's breaking up these mafias and he's giving America more strength, which is good for us, which is good for our people, which is good for you and me and our families.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm into it. That's why I like it.
See, but that's my. I feel a way about that because when you just spoke of Trump, so I don't really know how to feel about Trump, and I say that because I know he's a good businessman. He's done some good business stuff as far as he's been president, but presidentially, I don't think it's there.
I don't think.
You
guys like shit talking. He talks a lot of shit, and you guys like that stuff.
Yeah, and really on the cool, that's one of the reasons why I felt like I started to be like, oh, you know what, Trump ain't even that bad.
Yeah, because he talks a lot of shit.
Because us,
he'll cap on somebody.
Like if I was to go outside right now and I see my friends, that's what we finna do. We finna sit here and talk shit all day, every day. That's what we finna do. And then that's what he's doing, but he's doing it on a global stage. So in a way, it's like, okay, well, you bold enough to speak your mind, and you know what? Yeah, I'm a grab a
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that.
You can talk like that.
So you said grab by the
yeah.
Well, again, we're getting off topic, but with that being said, dude, every billionaire, I don't care who you are. Elon Musk has 11 kids.
Who?
Elon Musk.
11? Shoot.
He got 11 kids, and each one of those wives get like $3 million a year.
I mean,
They get a ton of money every year. That man's rich enough to have 25 different kids from 27 different women.
he really is.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're that rich, women will let you do that.
But the thing is,
I'm not saying it's good or bad. Don't get on me. I'm not saying before you start telling me in the comments. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying. I think as a Christian man, it's horrible. But with that being said, that's the way of the world. It's the way the world is.
The way the world, yeah.
I'm not money talks. If you look, I'm 60 years old. Oh, I hit my mic. I'm sorry about that. I'm 60 years old. If I had $1 billion, I could go out and get an 18-year-old. I could get 100 of them. No problem. That's just the way it is. They want the prestige, they want the power, they want the influence, they want the accolades of it. And that's what it is. So I mean, he said it, but he wasn't president when he said that. He was a businessman.
I know, but still, he still said it publicly.
No, he said it privately. It became public.
Yeah,
it became public.
You're right.
So
I got it.
So with that being said, can I hold the guy? Okay, let's look at it this way. At least he wasn't Bill Clinton getting a blowjob in the Oval Office like Bill Clinton did with Monica Lewinsky.
You know what? You know what? When I heard that as a kid, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be president now. Can we talk about this? Is that what it is? Oh my goodness! I wanted to be president so bad when I heard that because I'm like, oh, you can do that in the world? Man, say.
He gave a new name.
I get in trouble for doing it in a car.
Listen, they changed.
Like, come here, get in the car.
They changed the name of the whole place. It wasn't the Oval Office anymore. It was the Oral Office.
Facts.
Facts.
That was facts.
It became the Oral Office.
I heard that so many times. Like, wait, it's called the Oval Office.
No, it was the Oral Office then. I mean, Elvis had blue suede shoes. Bill Clinton has the blue dress. I
wonder where's that assistant now?
Huh?
I wonder where
Monica. She's somewhere. I don't know. I haven't heard much about her, but honestly, I'm actually glad she disappeared. The poor girl. She got the worst end of it.
I'm not mad about it.
Well,
I actually want to see her.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
All right. Time out. Let's get this out of the R into the PG. Back
enough facts about that.
So the Iran war. That's where we're at in the Iran war. Okay. The midterms. So the midterms are coming up. May 26th is the Texas voting time. So May 26th.
That's when it starts.
Yeah. No, that's when you got to vote. So we got for Senator Ken Paxton and John Cornyn on the Republican side. You've got this.
Don't say I got it, because
Okay.
As soon as you finish telling me who's up there, I'm gonna ask you, who are all of these people?
Okay, so John Cornyn is a old Rhino Republican, been around since Ronald Reagan. The guy's like 937 years old. He's older than he's got to go. He's got to go. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. Ken Paxton he was our Attorney General. I like the guy a lot because he fought the Biden administration, but then again, I'm a conservative, so you know where I'm coming from on that one. The other guy is some state senator. I don't know much about the guy other than he's supposed to be some Christian guy who's pro-transgender, pro-gay marriage, pro-abortion. So, I mean, that's who he is.
He got to go.
He's the
off the rip.
So I'm just saying, that's who he is. I'll give you, when we get off this, I'll show you his video, who he is, what he stands for. And I'll leave it fair. You can make your own decision, what you want to do.
That's my decision. He got to go.
Okay, well, that's, then the only other choice then is going to be Ken Paxton or the Rhino Republican. And I'm not voting for no Rhino Republican. I'm not doing it anymore.
Tell me about Paxton.
Paxton was our Attorney General. He was the guy in charge of he's been in charge of our he's the top lawyer in the state of Texas. So basically, he's the one that's been enforcing all the laws in Texas.
Right?
Yeah, he's a Texan. So
that's one.
Yeah, so and he wants to become the senator of Texas, which I think is going to be a good thing for us because he's a pro-Trump guy. He's not going to be a Rhino Republican listening to the establishment, getting bought out. Well, I don't know if he's not going to get bought out by big PAC money. I don't know what he's going to do when he gets up there. I just know when he's been down here, he's been pretty solid on parental rights, on women's sports, making sure that transgender women, which are really men, are not playing in women's sports. No chicks with dicks. That's pretty much what it is. Or would that be the Dixie Chicks?
That part right there might get you canceled, but okay.
Okay. Well, the Dixie Chicks got canceled, so maybe I should say that. No Dixie Chicks. So we'll just do that now. Instead of chicks with dicks, we're going to say no Dixie Chicks. So now you understand the verbiage here. So he doesn't want any Dixie Chicks in sports. You know,
I would agree.
so
or at least stick with what you was born as. So
well, you know,
that's where I'm at.
You know, being a father of 3 daughters, you know, I'm very, very sensitive to that subject because I don't want men. I don't want, you know, males, whether they be teenage males or whether they be adult males, going into the locker room with my little girls. I don't want it. You know, and that's just who I am. You know, that's me. And I have a right as a parent to protect my children. You know, so, you know, if they want to believe this, that's their choice. I don't have to accept their belief. Just like they don't have to accept my beliefs. Okay. So
I'm glad you reversed.
Yeah, they don't have to accept. They don't have to accept it. But here's the deal: in public, where the public safety is concerned, then it becomes a general consensus of what's better for the women, not what's better for you as an individual.
True.
So that's why I look at that at public safety. But that's my viewpoint on that one. Now, I guess next we'll get into West Virginia and family incest.
I was ready for this conversation about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I bet you were.
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right, so that's the midterms, and then the economy. What do you think of the economy? What are your thoughts on that?
Man, my biggest thing is they need to raise the minimum wage. That's it.
Really?
Yep.
You seriously believe that?
Yep. Well, that's not the only one, but I mean, I do feel like they need to raise minimum wage. Cause if I'm not mistaken, it was $7.25, and that's what I was making when I first got my job. Well, when I got my first job, but I think it's now what 12, 13, 14.
No, that's California.
Okay,
that's California. It's still $7.25 in Texas. It's still that here.
Yeah, they need to change.
Well, in my opinion on the minimum wage, I think they should just get rid of all of it. They should just get rid of it.
Facts.
And I'll tell you why they should get rid of the minimum wage. Because when a person goes into a job interview, they should go off the person's skill set. And if he's worth $8 an hour or $10 an hour, they'll pay a minimum wage instead of 10 because they can get away with it legally.
Facts.
So why pay somebody who's a hardworking person less than what they're worth?
Okay.
So, and if they're not worth it,
I'm liking that so far.
Well, that's why I want to get rid of the minimum wage. Everybody thinks it's going to be a bad. Well, you got to pay them at least this much. Well, who in Texas is going to work for less than $15 now? We're in Dallas.
You really cannot even do anything. Matter of fact, I believe the only thing that you can do working 15 an hour. Only thing you probably can do is probably get groceries.
Fast food. They still pay fast food, but they pay McDonald's.
I'm not even gonna say.
Dude, McDonald's pays $14.75 an hour to start. McDonald's does. The only one that I know of that pays less than that is the Dairy Queen right down the road. They pay $10 an hour, and they go through workers like crazy. They're constantly cycling through people.
That's because nobody either
they're not paying them enough.
Either nobody wants to be there, or I'm not even gonna say it's nothing to do because who wouldn't want a laid back job?
Well, with that being said, and then you think about minimum wage. Minimum wage to me is entry-level positions. You're not paying somebody minimum wage on a skill set job. You're not getting an HVAC guy on minimum wage. You're not getting a framer on minimum wage. You're not getting some cement guy on a minimum wage. You know, you're not getting some guy working, some chick or dude working in an office who understands how to work the IT system on minimum wage. You're not doing that.
Well, they got a minimum of what they would make.
But that's what I'm saying. But you go in to flip a burger. How much you want to pay to flip a burger?
Shit, pay me about $15.
Yeah, you want to get paid that much? Of course you do.
Pay me $15. I'll flip shit out them burgers.
I'm telling you. No, but they do.
I'll be the only person up in there.
But go to one of our gas. We got gas stations here called QT, Quick Trip, and we got another one called Racetrack, Murphy's. They're paying $14, $15, $16 an hour to start.
Yeah, that's bull.
They're paying a lot of money to start.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not sure they actually are elected leaders. I don't think that they really understand how hard it is for people to actually make it working at jobs like that and getting the pay that they get.
But then again, these aren't jobs you retire from.
They're not.
So these are jobs where you're supposed to use these jobs and go to college, or use these jobs and go to a technical school, or go to a trade school, or go to some other school. These are intermediate jobs.
Okay, but you also have those families or those people who don't have access to everything that they need to get that education to go to the next level.
Okay,
they don't.
But
have
this is
and
where
it's hard for them to.
Okay, here's what. Okay, here's what. Okay, what do you mean they don't have access to it? You're in America. You're not in Iran. You're not in Afghanistan.
Okay, well,
you got access.
Okay, shut up, be quiet. I'm not gonna say they don't have access to it because you got access to everything. You're like, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this off while I beat his ass real quick.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on.
What? Don't get violent.
Where's my cane?
Yeah, where's your cane? Are you talking about the chicken cane or the? Because I can go for some of that.
Who?
Cane?
No.
No. I like their sauce. They've got one good sauce in the
Wait.
Canes.
Wait.
What?
No.
No what?
No.
No what?
You getting canes?
No, I'm gonna actually make some chicken.
Yeah. Get that chicken.
Yeah. Well, we gotta do Mr. Wong.
Facts. Hey,
Mr. Wong's makes the best chicken down here in Dallas.
No.
Who?
No.
Who?
We're not gonna overhype Mr. Wong's because they don't have the best chicken.
Who has the best chicken? Don't say Popeyes.
It's not Mr.
Don't
Wong's.
say Popeyes.
I wasn't gonna say Popeyes.
All you black people say Popeyes.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Slow you roll.
Slowing the roll. What's that?
Slow you roll.
What?
I wasn't gonna say Popeyes.
Who?
In my opinion. In my opinion, Williams chicken is better than.
Oh, Williams chicken is good. Do they give you a jalapeno? You get a jalapeno with those chickens.
Yes.
They're really good. Yeah, you know what?
And then especially like.
You know what? We may go get some Williams chicken after this. Yes.
Oh my
God. Yes. Williams chicken.
Oh my God.
Yes. Williams chicken. Okay, so let's go back to this accessibility thing. Okay. Why don't they have accessibility? I don't get why they don't have accessibility.
Okay, so I gotta rephrase that. I'm not gonna say they don't have access to it, but they don't have the necessary resources to be able to get that.
Okay, so what do you mean they don't have the necessary? Well, again, explain that.
Everything costs. Everything costs.
For example,
you want to go to college? That shit costs.
Well, they don't need to go to college. Go to a trade school.
That costs.
Okay, that's why you're doing the intermediate job. You're doing the intermediate job so you can have money. Go,
Okay. So you do the intermediate job just so you can have money or whatever, right? Okay. So how long would it take for you to work this one or two intermediate jobs in order for you to save enough money to go and get?
Depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to become like a if you're trying to be HVAC or if you're trying to become like a mechanic or you're trying to get in some sort of technical skills, not a lot. A couple years.
Okay.
A couple years of hard work.
Okay.
But it'll change your life.
I understand that.
Okay.
But it's gonna take them a couple years.
Okay, and
in the middle of that couple years, you still got rent, car note, kids that need to be fed.
Okay, so here's the deal. Why are you having kids before you're financially secure? That's the whole thing. That's that's the whole thing. They're having kids before you can afford to have them is another issue. So you're out here, making kids, and you can't even take care of yourself.
First off.
Facts.
Let's
damn, I hit it.
Let's run a fact check on this. Well, I ain't gonna say a fact check, but let's run a fact on this. It does take one time for you to, mess around and had a little baby bump and all that.
Yeah,
it takes one time.
I've had my baby bump now for about 5 years.
That's sad.
It is.
That is sad.
Yeah, I'm about 20 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
At one.
But no, listen. Okay, so I can only speak on how I came up. So the cartoons that I remember seeing as a kid,
Fat Albert.
Like no, I'm not even talking about Fat Albert because Fat Albert probably didn't have nothing to do with this unless you're talking about the creator. But
we won't get into Bill Cosby.
But the cartoons that I remember watching growing up, like those cartoons was on some freaky stuff. Like I'm talking real
Which
freaky.
ones?
Most of them.
Like who? Give me one.
I don't even know the name of it. I seen a
South Park.
No. They do got some freaky stuff in there, but that is like unfiltered cartoon right there. I love them. I love some
South Park. Banging.
South Park.
What was that one with the robot in it? The robot chick. It was like one with the robot chick. Dude, it was weird.
Hey, if you're talking about something from the 60s, 70s.
No, it was 2000, I think. 2000. It was I gotta look it up, because I never cartoons left me, man. They left me. They just
okay, yeah. But I'm speaking on my upbringing, because I will say this. As a kid, I wasn't in them streets. I wasn't in them streets.
Okay.
I ain't no street N-word. That's not me. I grew up in church.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I grew up in church. You want to know the sad part about it?
What's that?
I grew up in church, but I was never worried about the word.
I don't know what that means.
The only reason I was going to church was for the women.
Nice.
I'm talking about the older women to the younger women that was my age.
You were a pimp. You were a hoe.
Kinda. Because I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But look, it's the.
You should have never let. That's why all those church girls are having problems. Oh God, you're bad. You're bad.
I understood and where that phrase came from. The pastor's daughter, the preacher's daughter. I understood where that phrase came from.
That's bad.
Hey,
anyways,
it is what it is.
All right, so this.
But I ain't through yet.
Oh,
so like I was saying, so with my upbringing, the cartoons. Okay, so I'm watching cartoons and I see that they doing freaky stuff. I see that they doing freaky stuff, but they not the way they talking about it is it's not freaky. But I see that they was doing the freaky stuff. All right, cool. I knew what was going on because I used to go find.
Yeah, we got this is gonna go, and we'll save this for another show because we're getting ready to wrap it up. It's already getting into 30 minutes, but yeah, well, we can't give them an all hour. These guys have elevator attention spans. We got to take it easy on them. So with that being said,
our attention spans
15 minutes. We got to keep. But anyways, it's a little long. You got to meet us here and there. In the comments, this is going to be the Umbwebwe brother show. The brothers Umbwebwe. So here we are, flexing it out. With that being said, we're going to get into a lot more topics. We'll pick some more for tomorrow, the next day. We're really going to try to grow this channel. Hey, if you like what you're seeing here, please comment down below. Please share. Please subscribe. Again, you're getting an old man's version. You're getting a young man's version, and two different people from two different. I came up from California. I was born in Oakland, California. So I came out of the West Coast. He came out. He's a Texan. What are you looking at? What?
You came from California.
I did. I'm a California.
You came from California, man.
No, I didn't swim across, man. Okay, I was a legal guy because when they stopped me, I said I voted for Donald Duck.
Wait, you still dripping water?
Easy. Hey, well, I can get a towel. I got a cat, so I want to go back with a cat. So, anyways, with that being said, if you like what you see, please subscribe, please share, please send, get this out there. Hit that like button. We're gonna get into a lot of different topics. In the comments below, if you want us to talk about something, put it in the comments. We will be reading them. We will acknowledge you, and we'd like to see some new channel growth on this one. Thank you for your time. We are the Umbwebwe brothers, other brothers Umbwebwe, and we appreciate your time. Thank you.